hear this okay. That's my kayak, and that is the sun starting to rise over Lough Neagh. You might have saw me getting the kayak and stuff out of the van. That was down in Mahra. I'm out here on a wee place called the Pinnacle. It's a small island about 1.5 miles roughly from Mahra, which is where I launched from this morning. It's normally a wee stony beach, but this morning the loch is fairly high, so there's only a number of posts really and the pinnacle itself sticking out of the water. You hear the birds and stuff giving off there. There's a number of places where they perch here. I'll show you a photograph that I took way back before Christmas. At that time you could have seen the island, and the island was covered in cormorants, so that's what kind of brought me out here this morning. I've been given a fairly calm morning, which is good for kayaking obviously. So I left Mahra at about 6:15 this morning and paddled out to here. I'm in wee seat hide. This is basically a seat with a hide that pops up over the top of it. I have the camera here in front of me on a tripod. I'm more or less sitting on my feet in the water because the water level is that high. Cormorants and stuff are starting to come in. A number of gulls and stuff. There's a few ducks knocking about. I can hear them, but I can't really see them so far. But I'm going to give it an hour here and see what happens. Hopefully a few cormorants and stuff will come in, because we're fairly close to them here if they land in front of me. Right, there's more ducks coming in. Isn't it nice there, just when the sun's starting to come up. Oh, there's something else dropped in front of me too. Right, I'll keep quiet here for a few minutes and see if I can video a few bits and pieces. Back to you soon. There's the sun coming up anyway. It's just about 8:30. Bit of a shortage of bird life here so far, but we'll give it an hour and see what happens. A few ducks knocking about, a few cormorants away in the distance. Nothing really coming into land yet, but we'll give it time. Hi, hope you can see me okay. I'm having a bit of camera problems here. I've given up. It's got cold, very little turning up. Thought there could have been more cormorants. You saw that in photographs I put up earlier on. It's normally lined with cormorants. There was only one or two knocking about this morning. There was one up the top of the pinnacle there. I'll turn around and show you where I am without falling over. That's what's known as the pinnacle, and this here where I'm standing, maybe you can see the gravel there, I'm standing in 6 inches of water at the minute. This is normally all an island from that pinnacle, and there's a hide there, the boys shooting out here too. That's a feeder there for ducks. There's another shooting hide there, and there's another shooting hide out there, but that's normally an island right out to where that is. But as you can see, it's all flooded, and maybe that has put some of the birds off. My kayak sitting there, and then that's my wee hide. It's like a pop-up seat hide. It's just a seat, and the cover pulls right over the top, and then the camera pops out the front. There's different holes there, up or higher or lower. You can see the tripod leg sticking out the bottom there, and there's a few wee side windows there that you can zip open and closed for looking out. But as I say, it's just a few ducks turned up. There was a couple of cormorants earlier on. They didn't stay about. Maybe they don't like the look of this. Hard to know. But anyway, my feet are cold because I've been sitting in water now for 2.5 hours probably at this stage. So I'm going to get this packed up, everything back onto the kayak and head back towards Mahara. That there is Coney Island. Just trying to zoom in there a wee bit. I'll help this exposure a bit. Coney Island, and then there's a smaller island there, hard to make out. That's Derrywara Flats. I have to go past that, and then Mahara's in behind that there. Zooming around, where I was earlier on, I lay out there. You know, see it with this camera. I did take a photograph or two with the other camera. You can see the Dungannon, the spire of the chapel and spire of the St Anne's Church away in the distance. And then that's the expanse of the lough. You can't see, looking north, you can't see the far end at all. Some hills and stuff away in the distance there in County Antrim. So I get packed up, as I say, I'm cold. Head back, get a cup of coffee and do a bit of work around the house, hopefully this afternoon. All been well. Right, thanks for joining me. Sorry there's not really any amount of photographs. I've included there clips and stuff that I took this morning, but some you win, some you lose. Thanks for watching anyway. Cheers.